Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I thought we'd do a 12 by 12 princess scrapbook layout. The paper that I'm using for today is actually from scrapbook.com. For my main paper, I'm using American Crafts. It's called Just Smile. And I'm also using by Echo Park, Dots and Stripes. It's called Pink Flamingo Stripe. My paper does measure 11.5 by 11.5, and I did ink my edges with my Stampin' Up! Early Espresso. And for this paper, I have to be honest, I had a hard time picking this paper because I think it's just too beautiful and I really didn't want to use it, but I decided to just go ahead and use it. And again, it measures 11.5 by 11.5. For my next piece, it does measure 11.5 by 4 3/4. And for my next piece, this one, it measures 11.5 by 3 inches. Let's see here. And this layout, it's actually going to be a very simple layout. I'm actually using a sketch from Little Scraps of Heaven. So I don't usually use sketches because I don't really like to do that, but I thought it would be pretty fun. I decided to put it at 3.5 inches. Next, I just have 2 strips of black cardstock. It measures 11.5 by 1/4. Next, I have 2 borders. These are just Googled images that I brought down to my silhouette and traced. For the small one, this one measures 11.5 by 1/4. And my next one measures 11.5 by 1/2 inch. Next, I'll go ahead and back this on a piece of 12 by 12 craft cardstock paper. Next, I do have a frame. The frame itself is actually just a Googled image that I brought down to my silhouette and trace. For my frame, it does measure 8 1/4 by 5 1/8, and for the inside it does measure 5 3/8 by 3 3/4, and on my silhouette I did internal offset. Next, from Little Scraps of Heaven, I do have my paper piece. This is from the I think it's the Nutcracker file. I don't remember exactly what it's called. I'll go ahead and leave the information on the description down below just in case anybody's interested. She does measure 6 7/8 by 5 3/8, and on her little flower on top I did use my Nuvo drops. I did use a bow from Hobby Lobby Paper Studio brand, and my girl is actually popped up on 1 thickness of foam tape, and her wings I laid them down flat just to give her a bit of dimension. And for my stash, I am using a little journaling card. This is from Scrapbook.com as well, and this is from the Graphic 45. Now the sketch also requires a title, but this file actually doesn't have a title. So I was wondering what I could use, since it does request a title up here. And since I'm doing the whole ballerina theme, I went to my silhouette store and found this one. I thought it was pretty cute. It does say Princess. For my title, it does measure 3 1/2 by 4 1/2, and I'm laying it down flat. I think it's 2 up. And everything has been paper pieced. Honestly, this layout was actually pretty quick to make. Since it was a simple sketch, I pretty much had the layout on my computer ready and in about 20 minutes or so, and then it was just finding my paper that I wanted to use. It took longer to look for a single paper piece file to use on here than anything else, but as soon as I knew what I was going to use, everything else pretty much flowed beautifully. And there you have it. This is my 12 by 12 Princess scrapbook layout. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day, and I hope to see you soon. Thanks so much. Bye for now.